I grew up on this farm my whole life. My sisters and I, we lived literally across the road. It was a really good experience. Growing up on a farm is special.
It's a lifestyle. It wasn't something that we went home at the end of the day and didn't think about. It was just, we were always on call, so to say.
My mom actually grew up just down the road from here on a dairy farm, and my mom was in the same 4-H group as John, and they were neighbors, so they grew up and played together all the time and stuff.
The Jersey cow is from the Isle of Jersey. That's off of the coast of France, but our ancestors came over on the boat from Switzerland with a Jersey calf. How do we know that? Well, we know that because it's in the family Swiss Bible that came with them. We have letterhead from the first Marcoot born in America, Maurice Marcoot, so we know that we've been around for quite some time. Every generation has had Jersey cows. My dad was the first of all the generations to make it his full-time job.
Well, this farm was started in 1954, and we've been on this farm ever since. About 20 years ago, we downsized and went back to pasture grace dairy, and we've been that ever since. Amy and Beth joined the operation after college, and we built the creamery, and here we are today.
I didn't really probably know what I was getting into whenever I came back, but we knew that we had the desire for our family and farming, and so we really wanted to continue that legacy on.
I actually moved overseas in 2007, 2008. I lived in Turkey for a year. It was during that time that my mom actually called to say that my dad was probably looking at selling the farm in about 5 years, and they actually told us to not come back to the farm. They said, there's no way to keep a small family farm sustainable, so don't come back. Go get your degrees, try to live a normal life, whatever that is. My dad said, you have two options. He said, you either need to become 1,000+ cow dairy, or you need to do something value added. At that point, we decided that we wanted to add value to our milk. We landed on cheese, and a lot of that was because we really love cheese, but also because of the fact that our roots are Swiss, and we thought it would be really neat to sort of tribute our 7 generations of Jersey cows and tribute that back to our history.
I never really ever dreamed that I'd be a cheesemaker or working at a cheese factory. I mean, unless you live in Wisconsin and that's a thing up there, you know, but Amy and Beth had the experience of dairy farming their whole lives growing up, and so they knew a lot about cows and milk and how to handle things that way, but as far as the cheese making part, we all had to learn.
Today, it's a joy to be able to work with your family. We've had 6 generations of our family since the mid-1800s. From a father's point of view, I guess it's nice to see the next generation being willing to take on that responsibility too.
I think that the reason why we do this, even though it's hard, is that it provides us with a deep purpose. And that purpose is that we believe that we are doing something for society, for our community, for our families, and for ourselves. I don't think in business it's good enough to say because I love it, because there are some things that we don't love about what we do. Like the passion can be a driving force, but it can't be the only force, because that passion can wane if we're having a really, really rough season. But we do it because we know beyond that day we have a deep purpose for what we are doing.